Records. Hello and welcome to Records. Oops. Hello and welcome to RECIDS. This week we are reviewing The Hawk by Dave Valentin. We're assuming it's Valentin because there's no E. But this is like a Latin flute cover album. Because there are like songs that were famous around the time that this came out in 1979 that were famous at the time, like Blackbird by the Beatles, Do It Again by Steely Dan, What a Wonderful World, Louis Armstrong. I think there's only one original song on here. I mean, I could be wrong. Yeah,
we don't know.
There's only one original song on here.
Is that The Hawk?
Yes. There's only one original song on here, and it is The Hawk, the title track. But this is an album that we knew nothing about. It was in a blind record grab bag at our local record store, and we thought we'd give it a listen and review it. It was actually my choice for this week, and you'll be surprised. We thought we would be. We weren't.
We weren't surprised at all.
The first track, so it's out of...
Yeah, how many?
3, 4, 5,
6 tracks?
Yeah, there's 7 tracks. And it's out of 7 tracks. We're gonna give each track that we like a point, and each track that we does not get a point. Average it out for a record score. Then we'll show you more of the packaging and the vinyl. The first track, no idea how to say it. Marcasino.
That was Marcasino. Nope.
Marcasine. Anyway, it's the first track on the album. It's all instrumental, and it's very like elevator music, like easy listening. But it also kind of reminded me of like an '80s TV show intro, like Bob Saget, like what?
Yeah, it started out like I thought it was gonna be like classic jazz album. It was like. Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, it was good. Like, it's a good first track. I gave it a point.
I gave it a point as well.
But then, immediately, we go into Blackbird by the Beatles. And let me just say, at first, it's very hard to tell, with just this all being instrumental, it's very hard to tell, like, where one track begins and another track ends. First of all, let's just get this out of the way. RJ and I hate the Beatles.
Huge, like, fan of hating the Beatles.
Yeah. So, already we didn't like the song, but then I didn't recognize it. No clue what.
I don't even know. I've never even heard the song Blackbird.
But it has... The reason why I did not give it a point, and RJ also...
Yeah, I didn't give it a point.
Is because of this super, like, high, beeping, repetitive flute noise. Literally. Which I'm sure is, like, impressive on a flute. Like, if you know, it might be... Maybe it's hard to, like, hit this note. But it's literally, like, to the point where it hurts your ears. Because it's like...
And he just keeps doing it. Like, then, you think it'll stop, but it's like... And like later in the song, he beeps more.
He beeps more.
I don't know what the fuck he was thinking.
He also like yelps at one point in the song.
Yeah, he's like, whoop.
Yeah, it like the music cuts out. He's like, oh, and then it just starts again. It's horrible. Easily probably the worst song. I lied. It can't be the worst song on the album, but it does not get a point. The third song is "Do It Again," a cover of the Steely Dan song.
The song's good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It reminded me of Law and Order because it had the steel drums, as you like. Is that what they're called?
I think you're talking about the slap bass.
Slap bass, yeah, like boom, 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 boom. You know. Yeah, it was all right. Like, it was definitely a lot better than Blackbird, so I immediately gave it a point because I actually recognized the song, that I actually liked the song, and it gets a point. Like, it was good.
I give it a point.
Then we get to What a Wonderful World.
We assumed this was gonna be
yeah, like Louis Armstrong. Unrecognizable. Complete, like, I did not hear the melody of What a Wonderful World at all, and maybe it's a different song and we just don't know. But if if it is the Louis Armstrong song, or whoever originally wrote it, horrible. Absolutely horrible. It was long, it was quiet and boring as fuck.
I'm pretty sure there were more beeps in this one.
And completely unrecognizable.
Yeah.
Like, no point. Horrible song. Horrible first side. Then you flip the record over, And suddenly on the track We'll Make Love, there's a background singer.
It's so bad.
It's so out of place. It's so random.
For like the first 20 minutes, there's no singing whatsoever.
And I expected there to be singing, but once the first like side was done and there was no singing, like why would they introduce a singer on side B? I don't know, but they did. Here are the moving lyrics. We'll make love, 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 and when the morning's near, we'll still make love, love, love. That's boring as fuck.
It's ugly.
And it's ugly, and it was so long, and like I literally wrote fucking hate so long because it was such a bad long ass song.
Yeah, I don't know, like, who did they find to record this with? Dave Valentin or Valentine?
And for some reason I wrote Seinfeld. I don't even know what that means, but maybe it had like the slap bass again. It does not get a point. Horrible song. Then we have Windows, another horrible song. This one's like the flute's gone and it's just piano. And from what we know, Dave Valentin plays the flute. So did he just sit out on this track? What the fuck, Dave? It's so bad. It's so long. There's only 3 songs on the entirety of the second side.
It's so fucking long and boring.
It's like not interesting at all. It does not get a point. Horrible song. The final track, the only one that's original to the album, is The Hawk, which was long as fuck again, because there's only 3 songs to cover like 20 minutes, so they're each like fucking like 8 minutes long. More ugly beeping, and it's like Morse fucking code, like beep, 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 beep. It sounds like when someone's like like it's literally Morse code, like when someone's sending a telegram. Yeah, in like a movie, and it's like Dateline 1977. It's like beep, 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 in the background. That's literally what it sounds like.
Even louder than
it's horrible. It's horrible.
I hate this album.
And this is like, so no point for the Hawk. Obviously, the very last track.
No point.
Yeah, it's so bad. This album is god awful. Like we were kind of expecting, like we thought it was gonna be bad, but especially because there's no Wikipedia article about it. Like this man has won a Grammy. Like future Dave Valentin after the Hawk won a Grammy, not for the Hawk at all.
It doesn't best Latin jazz.
Yeah. Something
like.
But my thing is like we kind of were like, what if this album's like really good? Like what if it is good? It's not.
Yeah, we went in expecting that we might like it.
We did, yeah, we were very fair. Horrible! So we both gave it 2 out of 7 for a total of 4 out of 14, which is a 29%, the lowest score on RECIDS to date.
I don't even think it deserves that.
Yeah, like, really, like, I'm never gonna listen to Marcasino and Do It Again by Dave Valentin ever again. Like, I will never
listen to the original Do It Again because it reminded me of that song.
Yeah, and so it makes you want to listen to it. It's so bad. It's literally so bad. Like, I'm keeping it because it's fucking hilarious, because look at how fucking ugly this is. Look, this is so ugly. Like, it's gonna stay in my collection because it's, like, so fucking weird and ugly. But there's no way this album's ever gonna grow on me. Like, this album was, like, less than 50 cents. And I didn't even know that I was buying it. I hated it. 29%. So this is The Hawk. It was released in 1979 by Arista Records. You got the cover here with Mr. Valentin and his ugly, like, patchy mustache, and a fucking hawk. Because it's the Hawk.
Do you think it's a real hawk?
Probably. I don't know. And there's this flute. It's a gatefold. It's hideous. Like, the hawk decided to fly away because Dave Valentin decided to start playing the flute.
He was probably doing the beeping.
Over here, it's like, it gives credit to who wrote the songs, which is how we know that The Hawk was the only original song. It gives you not track listings, but production credits. And then over here, this is funny. This is like the producers and telling you why they produced this album. And it says, because Dave's music is like a hawk, strong, confident, and soaring. No. And then like a short thank you from Dave Valentin, who wants to dedicate this album to his father for his constant encouragement and his faith in me. That's gay. And then here's the back with the track.
The back of the Hawk.
I think, does this make a full picture?
Neat.
Oh, I didn't know that. It's like a reverse gatefold.
That's neat.
That's neat. I didn't know that.
Well, we still hate it.
It's like still a shit album, but like that makes it a little more interesting. So thank you for watching this episode of RECIDS. 29% for The Hawk. Next week we're reviewing
We're reviewing Black Lines by Mayday Parade, their new album.
The newest release. And also, maybe there'll be a quick spin. I don't know. Quick spin is just so we can talk about records that we like without giving them a rating because we like them.
We don't have to like them.
Well, I guess we don't have to like them.
Just because we want to say something about it. But
yeah, it's just it's more of a commentary on the vinyl itself or the CD itself. Maybe not so much. It doesn't matter. It's a quick spin. Ah, record!